Welcome back to the Titanium Hanger. This is Mike. I'm coming at you with another video. This time I want to talk to you about the PS Vita collection. Now I've had a lot of requests, people asking me about PlayStation Vitas and my collection, and having a collection overview. And guess what? The Vita community doesn't get very much love. So guess what? Let me give the Vita community a little love. Show you my collection, how I collect. I'm going to go over kind of price ranges, when I started collecting, and all that. Okay, so starting off on the right-hand side here, I have my 2000 models. On the left-hand side, I have my 1000 models. And quick overview of my collecting. I started collecting at launch. I bought a launch system, but I didn't buy any games for it until I found used ones for like $10. And then I started collecting, like a couple years later, I bought my first white system, which I think is this one, and had like 7 games with it. And then after that, I ended up in 2016, I just went crazy and started buying them, and I had as many as 17 at one point in time. I have bought and sold, so I've sold like 12, and so what I do is I buy lots and sell them, and that's how I have so many. So I buy and sell to get the games that I want and get the systems in the right condition that I want and all that kind of stuff. Starting here, I have my 1000, and I want to show you, I use a microfiber wiping cloth, and since they are a little dusty, and I would suggest you use microfiber wiping cloth on these and not scratch them. One thing about Sony systems, they're beautiful, but they scratch easy. So any old microfiber wiping cloth would do, and it seems like they come in what they used to have as a starter pack back in the day, but they don't see them so much anymore. So then here's my white 1000, and underneath that white 1000 is another white 1000 in this storage. Now I've done a video about these storage cases or travel cases, and then I've got some games in here. Now the reason I have some other games kind of spread around is I just need to take the time to go through, and I like to group them. I like to put them, there's a monkey ball, I don't have the actual case for it. So some of these don't have cases yet, and I need to track down cases, which is a real anal retentive thing that I'm working on. So next, staying in line with 1000 models, and that thing's kind of dusty. This is a 1000 model. In this case, this is my favorite case, and as I show you, the reason is because it fits 16 games, and I like to be able to travel with games and all that stuff. So really nice to do there. And yes, these are games, part of my collection. Almost all these I have another copy in a box, so I'm really not going to focus on the loose games so much right now. And then this is my special launch model. Now the launch model to me is just a big important deal. Of course, it's in almost immaculate perfect condition because had it since its launch. And then there's like 4 games. It's a weird way that storage case works, but I like it because it's kind of hard. It's kind of a tough case, and it's not going to take a beating. This is also an Assassin's Creed. This is from a bundle, and that's just the way I got it from somebody, so I keep it like that. I don't know why. It's a weird collecting thing of mine. Next, I want to show you this little booklet. It's a brochure around the time the Vita came out, and God, it's so bright. But I thought it was a cool brochure because it has the front and the back of the Vita on the brochure, and then just regular stuff about selling inside. But I really like I'm a marketing major, and I like those kinds of things. Also, I ran a cord, see if you can see that, through the back of my entertainment center so that I can just hook up and charge my Vitas. Without having to find the cord. It's right there. That's the 1000 model. So if you get a 1000 model, make sure you have the right charging cord because the proprietary cords are sometimes very hard to find. So looking to the back, there's my 2000 model systems, and it's a funny story. I actually have 3 of them new in the box, and I traveled to the last Walmart in the state and made a deal with them. They were like, they've been on the shelf for 2 years. We'll knock so much off, and got them for $150 a piece. And I keep them sealed. This is the first time I ever really bought a system to keep sealed. And it's just because I like the Vita, and I just think it's going to be really, really rare. It's an awesome system that really didn't get its day to shine, and it will eventually. Moving over here to the 2000 models. We're going to talk about 2000 models and then get into memory cards. But it's a pretty nice, this one here, I just found this one laying around the house. It needs to get charged. I was like, I'm missing one. That's how I know. They're all in their specific place. So I know when one's missing, and I have to go find it. Okay, so there's the blue one. This is the blue. And I need to take this microfiber cloth and clean the screen. It kind of sits out and chills for a bit. And this is another standard carrying case. And then there's another 2000. Now this one has a screen protector on it, I think, and is this 2000 model is the best conditioned one that I have. And then back here, another black 2000 model. I don't really know why. I guess I got it at a pawn shop. And then my prize here is a white 2000 model, and you just don't see very many of those. And I think I paid the most for that one. I paid the most for my blue one, and then the second most for that one. But well, there's my systems in a quick rundown, and let's get into memory cards. So I sell extra game systems, and I usually want to get rid of my 4 gig cards. I don't think I have a 4 gig card left. I think I got rid of all of them. But I generally sell a system that's a 3.60 or lower for like $200. And because I know they're hard to get, now times people upgrade them, and then I know people like to mod them, and so 3.6 is, if it's already on 3.6, it makes it so easy to mod. And with the memory card issue, I know that there's a way that you can use this little device using the 3.60 Hinkaku exploit and all that stuff, and you can just put up to a 400 gig memory card in here and access that. But I have these. I still haven't done it yet. I really don't want to mess with it. I've got enough memory in my memory cards. Now, I like this storage case and the way it works. I really thought about investing in a lot of these storage cases, but then I decided I'm going to really try to just get all my games in original cases, which has gotten so hard. It's so hard. But I try to group these together and whatever, have got me a couple extra memory cards in there too. Now let's get into games in their cases. Yeah, there's the loose ones I still need to file away. If I find a deal, I'd never pass it. Okay, this is where you're probably going to start saying that my collecting is insane, and I'm not going to deny that. I'm not going to try to argue with you. It is insane. So when I started collecting at 16 and I wanted to get games for $10, I started finding that it's hard to even find games anywhere. So I started driving all over 2 states, buying collections, but I would also stop at Walmart's. And at one Walmart, I got all these Sly Coopers for $5 each. Then I got all these God of Wars and another one for 10 each. Now the story behind the God of War is if you buy 10 or like 11 God of Wars, came to like 120. Then I just sold 3 of them for 30 a piece, so 90 back. So I made some money back on it. And my thing is, I just wanted to make enough back to, keep selling or keep buying other stuff. Also, these Uncharted's were 10 each, these are some top tier games for the system. And most in here are brand new and sealed. Some of them are not. Some of them are, and they're kind of mixed together. But I want to keep the titles together, and so that's a big part of it. Now, this is not my main collection. These are extras. So if I have them here, that means I have it in my main collection already. But these are more readily available because I like to sell them, trade them. Now, the trade is another big factor. Why would you have so many? Well, when a new game comes out for $40, what are you going to trade it for? Well, maybe a God of War. And I'll trade this for a brand new game that comes out. But, time is limited on the games coming out. So next we'll get into this. Okay, so now this one is where most of these came from GameStop. I think I got these new 5 each or something like that. Some of these are like lots of doubles and triplicates, and some of them but when I ordered from GameStop and I had it was buy 2 get 1 free, plus I got my Pro Elite membership, which doesn't exist anymore, and all that stuff, and I ended up getting them for $2 or less for most of these in here. And then some of them like 5 each. So that's why I have so many, is because I did it like that. And I just really am after original artwork and all that stuff. And I just don't like the GameStop artwork, which is not artwork. It's this nonsense. I don't like that. But it's just kind of the thing that I do there. So next door I want to call Future Space, and I think most of these are empty. I really am not sure. Oh no, I guess I got a game in there, but some of them are empty cases. Some of them are just more games. And the whole point here is I might have to resort to, with some of these games, having to print my own artwork. I don't want to go that route, but when I feel like I'm done with the collection and I just want to make it look good on a shelf, I'm going to print my own artwork. Now this last drawer down here, I actually store some DS games in here that I got on clearance, and some just miscellaneous stuff. But the thing that I haven't really talked so much about, are these guys. When they went on clearance, they were like 50 or something. I got them for like 40 or 50 bucks on clearance, and I picked up a couple of them because that controller in there is worth at least like 30 or 40 bucks. And having to find a controller to work with one of these, I just thought it was a pretty good value. But I thought it came with a game. Turns out it comes with a download code, according to other people. Includes a game voucher. Yeah. So, and then I got extra power supplies and stuff, just because that's where I store them. So I got this little tub here. And I store in the tubs more cases, in case I want to travel or whatever. And I've already gone over all my cases. And then I also store my art. Well, art. These are sales ads over the years. And if I saw like a PSP or a DS or something like that in there, also official ads. So I kind of collect these things too, which I could do a whole video just about the sales ads and stuff. But you know, as a marketer, I really enjoy those kinds of things. It's going to get a little bit shaky cam now because I have these are shelves that are up pretty high. And I'm just going to show you some stuff I have up here. But this is my main collection. But before I get into that, which I think is the meat and potatoes, I got some boxes here. And one of these is actually not just a box, it's an actual system. And there's my 1,000 boxes. I think that's an actual system. And there's the box. Then I went a little crazy with these. It's like, how much were these? Like $10 or something for the Infinities. Now this is a GameStop exclusive Infinity. Came with like a special Spider-Man or something. I don't know. Never even opened and played them. And then up here I have these different figures. These are all 2.0 figures that will go with the 2.0 system. And it's just a weird thing of mine that I wanted to buy those. Now, getting into my main system here, collection, and this is the game collection, I want to talk about these bigger boxes. Now, I got them because, well, this is a pretty good game, and it's still sealed. But I only got it because it was sealed, and I had to get it like that to get it sealed. I never played this one because it's sealed, and I'm just going to leave them sealed. But the problem is that they don't match. Like, I like a nice, neat shelf. See how I try to keep my shelf nice and neat and measured it. It's not very cool to have this in the way. Hey, and these aren't even the same size. It doesn't make sense. I don't like that. That's one aspect of Vita collecting that bothers me. And so getting brand new some of those games is just not going to work for me. So anyway, let's look. I'm just going to give a quick pan over, and you can see, because I have gone over some of these games in a past video. But these are a lot of the common games. Trigger Happy Danganronpa, Mortal Kombat, and then a lot of the Lego games. I got a whole like Lego game section. Tetris, of course you gotta have Tetris. And then getting over here. Whoa. Sorry about the shaky cam, guys. It's just up high and I don't have a way to go up that high. And here we go. I guess I'm holding my tripod, so that's like a selfie stick, a reverse selfie stick. Now there's a handful of games that I wasn't sure if I even had it, and now that they're getting into most of the games, it's just like graphic novels or something like that. It's just really hard for me to keep track of all of them. So you know, the collecting feels like it's coming to an end. That Velocity 2X, that's a good game, and then Akabita Beats, Akabita Trips. There's a lot of weird stuff going on with there. So this section here is all my newest games. And then, so all of those, and a lot of those I haven't played yet because I haven't had the chance. And then down here, we're looking at, these are some more of my new games. And I got a couple of actual Japanese-only games. And let me show those to you because I'm not a huge fan of the Gundam series because I had them on the WonderSwan and I just really didn't enjoy them at all. But maybe I'll give them another shot now that I have them. And now, oddly enough, I don't have an actual case for my FIFA Soccer 14. So I kind of keep over here cases that I need to get swapped out. But there is my overview of my collection. People have been asking for. And Tidarium hanger out.